How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here in MTD Arena today. Are doing something a little wacky. A little wacky. Our deck is entirely made of flip cards. I don't know if it'll work. It might not. But hey. Wandering Minstrel is our commander because he's 5-colored and he gives our deck a tangible benefit, which is that our plethora of tap lands suddenly become not tap lands, which is nice. And our MDFC weight has immediately thrown us to Corfold. The problem with Mimi decks is that they occasionally just they don't make sense to Arena. The Arena might look at this deck and see that we have like 200 cards in our deck, essentially, and be like, my god, this is so powerful, how could anything lose to this? When in reality, all of our lands are tapped and none of our cards synergize very well together. Arena doesn't see that. Arena has its own kicks. So now we can actually play on curve, which is very important. It means that we aren't just immediately at a disadvantage or being very, very greedy. So we did have to play this land set because there was no other option. We were 10 cards short. Well, step 1, play a land. Step 2, draw some cards. I mean, Avacyn could be good. Milled this way. We'll get rid of Kuja. We're not going to have Warlocks for her anyways. For him. One of it. Corvold? Doing Corvold things. Maybe Corvold is down in the queue and I just haven't noticed. Maybe this is an easy win. It's possible. I mean, Archangel Avacyn is never going to deal with Corvold, but value. Much value to be had. Don't really have another black line. You? Gonna play some Flim. We don't really have white lands either. My god. We're very color confined. Guess we can get a white source there. It's still 2 off Avacyn. We need another black source, basically. And we have 1 cycle of dual lands that are on the other side of creatures and spells. That's it. We have the pathways and then a set of 10 dual lands, and that's got to be the difference. Right, we could if we wanted to loosen our restriction and not only use double-sided cards, we could run Chromatic Orrery and Chromatic Lantern to really fix our mana base. And there are a couple of other similar effects in green that we could throw in the deck to make it work a little bit better. But at the end of the day, the deck is a conceptual, right? And the first step in any conceptual approach to deck building is to try it with the most restrictive process. I will take mine. I'm not throwing away Flim. Flim is the best. Blackland number 2. Love to see it. Shieldred is not going to save the day, actually. Let's do this. Maybe there was something in there. Here. Yeah, I guess. We have to block with Plum now if we want to stay alive. Oh, well. Proof is death. GG. We're back. We're up against Goblins, which is a death sentence. I'll start by playing our Greenland. Goblin Wizard. Blue land off the top. Save our bacon. We love to see it. Next we can play Boggart Trawler. Does Boggart Trawler do anything? Probably not, but it might let us flip into an Axel. Would save our life. One of the odd aspects of this deck is that the original flip lands of Azcanta are kind of the best lands in the deck because they essentially most of the time give you 1 mana of any color. Yikes. Yeah, I'll block there. Get that down to the land. Which screwed me over. Okay. Either both bad, but bad I may one day cast versus bad I will never cast. Yeah, that one. I'm actually excited to figure out how Kefka works on double-sided cards. I think he only counts the top card. Find the opponent. Letting me flip my commander. Decline. Let the thing happen. I mean, that's a nice draw. That way. Sure. If we can get something good in the bin, we might be able to turn things around. I mean, that probably won't do it, but could be nice. Yeah, we are dead. Goblin King swing basically does it. Elect Revelation. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, opponent. This is gonna be the best Path of Metal ever done. Ever done. How? How are there any left? What? Oh, it doesn't. Triple Strike, Vigilance, or Haste. No clue. It really didn't work out how I thought it would. But do this. A lot of things happened. Mm. This is about the only way I'm going to cast more than one spell a turn. Right. It didn't do the thing, so. We still die, but we did a better performance than last time. The RNG is hard. And it's mainly because our mana base. Not having to run a mana base is the main reason to draw into this direction, but at the same time, what you have access to isn't all that great. Once the modal MDFC lands come about, are these not there for them? Yeah, we're dead anyways. 15. Yeah, those ones aren't there for them. That's weird. They only made 15, which would be this plus this and this. Okay. Just a visual bug. Either way, I think we're gonna call it there. I don't think this is quite as fleshed out as I'd like it to be. It was a good idea. And maybe once we get more pieces for it, we can build it in a dual or tricolor variant that would actually be able to stand on its own. But as it stands, it's too unwieldy if you don't make concessions for more consistent mana. So we will leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I will see you next time. Bye for now.